know about the CMG mortgage product, which is not CMG. It's really just a home equity accelerator. There's so many versions of it, but we want to talk about it because in this market, it's not becoming so popular as it was. Now, here's the theory. Listen to this carefully, okay? You have a mortgage, and this is really a line of credit. Matt, you sold a ton of them. I have one on my home. I love the loan, okay? Now, the theory is this. You put as much money as you can into this account, and for every dollar in that account, it subtracts interest from your principal.
No, not interest.
Well, it lowers your principal.
Reduces your principal.
Right, which reduces the interest.
And the key difference being that this is a line of credit as opposed to a closed-end mortgage.
Well, so let's use easy numbers. If you had a mortgage of $100, a line of credit, $100, and you get paid $5, you put that $5 in that account, and it's as if your loan is $95
while it's in your account.
Right.
So
you're paying less interest.
Yeah. So basically, it's the same thing. You take a checking account in your mortgage. It's like sweeping it over every night. The difference is this. The mechanism is simply this: is that with a closed-end mortgage, you cannot pay down principal.
Right.
Okay, you can send in extra payments, which reduce the back end of the loan.
But with
a line of credit, they look at it on a daily basis. So interest is only charged on a daily basis of what your balance is that day.
Which is really good.
So if you have positive cash flow and sits in your bank, instead of not doing anything for you in a bank.
Even if you're waiting to pay your electric bill or waiting to pay your mortgage, it's sitting there, and it's making you money by reducing your principal.
It's not making you money. It's reducing your interest expense.
You know what I
Same
mean.
thing. I know.
It's making you money because it's sitting there reducing your principal, thereby saving you interest.
And here's the best difference of it, Tom. That to me, this is the number one feature of it. You have liquidity of your equity. So that's what's wrong with I mean, think about it. If you make an extra payment to your other mortgage, you can't get it back.
Right, okay.
And you have no rate of return.
By the way, Matt does not sell these anymore.
No,
he's in a different business, but he knows it inside and out. But one thing I wanted to ask you about it, Matt, is with, for example, you have a $100 mortgage. We're using small numbers. Okay, you inherit money.
Right.
So you put $25 down on that loan. So now you only have a $75 mortgage.
Right.
But later on, you need money for college for your kids. You can take it back out. That's the benefit.
Any emergency comes up, you can do it.
Right,
and that's critical. And the problem with other mortgages, as you know, Tom, mortgages don't have a rate of return. Equity doesn't have a rate of return.
But here's what I want to know, though. In today's market, with rates so damn low, is it still a good idea?
You know what, Tom? And that is debatable because then you have to look at it. A 30-year fix at these rates, how can you pass it up? It's a great loan.
Right.
I mean, there's no really rhyme or reason.
Because here's what you can do. With a loan like this, with a 30-year loan in the 4s or a 15 in the 3s, you can take a loan out and make extra payments if you want and accelerate it on your own. The only thing is you can't get the money back out.
Well, and I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
Because you're a smart financial guy.
Go ahead.
Why, if you had a 4% mortgage, why would you make extra payments to that mortgage?
You wouldn't.
Well,
because
people are out there doing it because they're scared.
There's no rate of return on equity.
Money. And you know I do Becoming Your Own Banker, Infinite Banking, and I teach people the opposite of that. Why make an extra mortgage payment if your interest rate's 4%?
Right. If the cost of funds is low, you don't tie up money.
Correct.
Right, exactly.
Correct.
By the way, we have to take a break, or Beak is going to have a child in there. I can see him. My God. Mike, how do you put up with this crybaby stuff? All right, we'll take the break. We'll come right back. Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. I guess I should qualify when Matt says you're a smart financial guy. I might be smart, but nonetheless, I lost a lot on the verge of total failure there with real estate. So I just don't want to give any false impressions. However, I have learned a lot from that. Let's talk to Julia right now really quickly, Julia Gentry, and we'll ask her to stick around for a few minutes after the break in case she has questions. Julia is with StopChildTraffickingNow.org. Now, let me just explain something. I couldn't believe this happened, but I'm going to just tell you this very quickly. It is happening. I've looked into this deeply. This organization is different than any other because it does direct help. Let me explain this. Stop Child Trafficking. Right now, there are children literally being snatched and stolen, kidnapped from other countries or from the United States and being sold, literally sold. Some parents sell their own children. There are also children being raised without parents in little pens. I don't mean cages necessarily, but they're being raised without love and affection and fed and clothed for the sole purpose of being sex slaves, literally starting at 4 and 5 years old. Now, I know this sounds sick. It sounds like it can't be so. It's unfortunately true. This one woman in New York got wind of this. Well, we all knew what was going on, but she got wind of it and personally took this on. She wanted to start this organization, and she started it. I don't know, Julia, how you got involved. How did you get involved, Julia? You got us involved, me and my wife. I mean, we literally started crying when we heard the stories. Mm-hmm. How did you get involved?
You know, we heard Lynette Lewis speaking. She is a motivational speaker, and we heard her at an event this last March.
About child trafficking.
Well, she was kind of, giving the motivational spiel and doing what she does best, which is really helping people within their business lives and personally. Yeah. And at the end, she mentioned her organization, Stop Child Trafficking Now, and that's when, same effect, it devastated us, and we knew that we needed to do something, and that's when we kind of jumped aboard as the Denver ambassadors.
So we have some Denver ambassadors here, Julia and her friends, and Jolene Picone and her husband, and also we have some stuff going on we just want to tell you about quickly. I won't take a lot of your time, but if you have questions about this, you can call us. If you want to get involved, it's really easy, sctnow.org. This weekend we have a cut-a-thon going on where Solara Salon, where's that, in Arapahoe and...
Yeah, Arapahoe and I-25.
Okay, Solara Salon, they're going to be doing a cut-a-thon. What is it?
Basically what it is we're going to have stylists there doing haircuts, facials, manicures, pedicures, and it's minimum donations with everything, all the profits going to SCT Now. Good. We'll have music and food and vendors, silent auctions.
So please look this up and tell a friend about it, even if you stop by and drop in a couple bucks, because let me tell you now what the money's going to be used for, and you will be so pleasantly surprised. First of all, there's a walkathon as well, or a race at Elitch's. And really, the sign-up price gets you also a day at Elitch's, so it's cool because you're getting something. Okay, so that's October 2nd. Mm-hmm. My wife has a team. She wants me to traffic stoppers. You can join her team as well. Go to KHOW.com, my page, to find out more, and you can find traffic stoppers on my Facebook. But what it is, a bunch of teams are going to race or walk and make money, raise money at Elitch's and have a day at Elitch's. Okay, here is what's phenomenal. How is the money used? This is phenomenal. Julia?
Yeah, there's 260 other organizations out there with the goal of rescuing the kids, which is great.
It is great.
The problem with that is that we have found that within 24 hours they will find another kid to replace that child that they've just lost. So SCT goes after the demand side, which means they're actually employing special ops agents or retired military officers to go into each area across our nation and come alongside the local authorities there because they may not have enough manpower.
Right. Or they go into foreign countries alone and do it.
Yep. Yeah, I think that
they work with U.S. authorities. They hand cases over. But in third world countries, I was told they literally go out and stop it.
Yeah, which is the great part about it is that they are going after the demand side. When there is a demand,
well,
there
the
will always be
perpetrators.
supply. Yeah.
They're going after the freaking weirdos.
Yep.
And the pimps. Now, listen, people. Navy SEALs, retired CIA agents, retired Green Berets, special ops officers. These guys get out of the service so highly trained, so wonderfully skilled. They're not ready for the rocking chair. These guys hire them at, believe me, at a song. They work for expenses and a little money. They hire them to go out and shut down these places. That's where the money's used. It's the best thing I've ever heard of. It's the best use of money I've ever heard. These guys are literally going out stopping it. So please sign up if you can. Look for Traffic Stoppers on Facebook. Go to KHOW.com. Look at my page. And please take part this weekend in the cut-a-thon, please. It is at Solara Salon, I-25, and Arapahoe. There's also many other ways you can be involved. If you have any questions, ask me. I checked them out. Save all your problems for me.